in the widescreen now. There we are. Yes, it's this selfie stick, not for in that direction, that's why I was having trouble in the horizontal. This stick's made for the phone, for this width here. Anyway, I'm wandering up to the next shop and there'll be ramblings in the Morrison's canteen. That wind's a bad boy. Oh, I tell ya. Flipping Nora. Right, we're down in Morrison. Just going to see what I can see out of here. Now, we don't eat salmon. Salmon farming and all that. Well, it's pushing mercury in the salmon farms. Anyway, I'll tell you sorry about that now. I'm going in there to have a look. So I think that's where we're going to be these days, girls. In this widescreen mode. Oh well, there we go. Right, back in a minute. Come on, get out here. There we go. Nothing there. Cup of tea time. Let's go for a cup of tea. Come on then, come on then. Oh. That screen comes up like that there. Right. Hello there. Just reading a book. Yeah, so there we go then. That wind's a bad boy today. Because I've been in and out the car about 3 times. I've been in and shot my hair all up here, all over the place. Oh, it might be alright now. Looks alright, doesn't it? Yeah, today's bargains. Not a lot. I just made it up at the top and the guy was just coming round with his reducing gun. So I was about 3 items there and I said, oh, I'm just in time. He said, you are, and you unloaded a shopping cart. I forget what with. Pizzas. Pizzas of all things. I don't eat pizzas. I don't even eat vegetarian pizzas. You know, processed dough on the bottom. The vegetarian food I'm being really careful of now because there appear in supermarkets brand names of vegetarian foods, packaged ready to go, and for it at the back, you know, there's things in there that's in processed meats. That make processed meats not good to eat, so the vegetarian product is not good, you know. So a lot of us are going back to shopping in smaller stores like fresh greengrocers and African and Pakistani grocers, you know, and Indian grocer shops, where you can get the product fresh, you know, and you do it yourself. I swear down by that vegetarian cheese, you know, that's good. There isn't a mismatch of rubbish on the back of it. Anyhow, it's easier as well, you know. Second week without the donut. The perks have been off. When I've had a good run of donuts and bowls of porridge and what have you. 2 markdowns today. And that being kippered smoked mackerel. Pound off. £2. Got that for a quid. This is a bargain here, but I'm going to have to look up online how to cook it. It's British Ray wings. So there, it's a small wing for a ray, isn't it? But it's quite big. There's a very strong bone in the back there, you can feel it. That's £5.5 to £2.5. So I look online how to cook that. It's a ray wing, the size of that, for a ray wing. So it must be a tiny ray. Its wing was only that big. It's a bone at the end where it probably came away from the the ray itself. Anyway, I don't know about it, do I? Yeah. So, I was on about that salmon earlier on. No, I don't get salmon. I don't buy it in shops, fresh or supermarkets, pre-packed or frozen. The reason is, back in the late 80s, early 90s, I think it was, early 90s more than that, I lived in Southern Ireland, real Southern Ireland, you know, right over the Cork and Kerry Mountains, right past the rings of Curry, all the way south, past County Cork, probably about, I can't remember, 50-something miles south of Cork. And right on the leg, that leg that goes out, you go right down to Bantry Bay. I was out there, right in the sticks, you know, spiders were as big as golf balls, honestly. And the land out there is not workable farm-wise. It's really hard, very hard clay. You know, and within that clay there's loads of bricks, and not as in builders bricks, I mean stones and you know, all that. Anyway, it's unworkable. There's the farms. So out there, right in the sticks, I mean, on the evenings when it was dark, you couldn't open that door. You couldn't go out unless you had a net over your head. Because of the mosquitoes and the midgy bites, or the midgy bites, whatever. But you open that door, I mean, the kitchen is filled with them, and in seconds you have to slam the door again. You had them all in the kitchen, so that was a no, you know, unless you had something over your head. And it was really tough. So they couldn't farm out there. I'm back. You have to start twittering away, and that will go. So I got talking to the people out there and got to know them. And they told me about salmon farming out there. Was fresh. It was, and then I went on about salmon farming in Scotland and England. There were different techniques used, and resulted in, as far back as then, resulted in salmon being found with mercury in them. Small doses of mercury. Small, it doesn't matter how small it is, it's bad if it gets into your system. The system can't cope with it, you know. They told me out there, and it wasn't they were doing it the right way and the English were doing it the wrong way. It just put me off salmon altogether. So I still believe that the English salmon farming industry is to blame. Anyway, but great. I mean, if you want anything, I mean, we're so far remote. If you wanted to do any big shopping at the supermarket and get into a town, you had to go to County Cork, where the supermarkets and that, you know. But if you couldn't, you just wanted essentials like bread and milk or a pint of Guinness or whatever. If you went to a pub and he wasn't open, you knock at the door, and you'd open the door, and he'd serve you. You'd go back in the living room. He said, "Right, anything for the drink? Just knock on the counter." And it was the same if you wanted essentials, you know, like milk, bread, eggs. There's a lady that we got in touch with, going around her cottage. We're all living in these little cottages and things. We go around her cottage and they go in, and it's a living room, got a radio on, doing a bit in it, and all the products were in the living room. He just went to the living room, he had a little chat, a cup of tea. He said, "I'm taking some bread, I'll have some eggs, I'll have some milk." "Well, you got some beans in, I'll have some beans." And you get your essentials there, see, and if you want, like, from the big shop to Cork, you went, anyway, enough of that. So, one more shop to go. Red wine for tonight. Oh, let's have a whinge about this Resident Alien. Now I'm in episode 2. Say, oh, I don't know, I'm about nearly there. I'm hours into it. I'm on episode, no, is it series 2? Episode 3, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to watch a bit more of this. I'm getting a bit bored now. I thought I was getting the idea, but then it changes, then it goes. So I'm going to skip a couple of episodes, get the gist of it, move on. Because there's about another 25 hours to catch up with. My daughter's telling me about one, she's on there, and something like 50 hours. She was binging about 4 hours of it last night. Can't remember the name of it, I can't do that much. So I'm going to skip a few, see what happens at the end. I predict everybody in the town's going to find out he is an alien, and he's turning bad into good, because at the moment he wants to eliminate everyone on the planet. I think the story was turn bad to good, hence the name a resident alien, so he becomes part of the town. Probably gets married and everything majority, and probably going to have a child, and that child's going to be half human, half alien. I think that's how it's going to end. But let's see how it goes. Anyway, onwards and upwards, and all the best. Take care of yourself. Loads of it. These trimming. I'll look at this here. There's a whole stack of it in here. All this is devoted to processed food. Yeah, that's what I'm about. All that's processed food. And soup and goes to that, because we don't be doing it. Now, having said that, I was listening to the radio the other day, and the chat show was about kids' school meals, and the amount of sausage rolls, ham sandwiches like that, and soup processed food they're giving these kids. And the debate was about that. It's extremely unfair, and there's loads of vegetarian stuff out there. It's absolutely charming. There's Jamie Oliver once on the telly. Oh, it's about 5 years back. I remember him going to various schools in the south of England, going into the kitchens, cooking these kids vegetarian foods and that. And off camera, while the mothers are outside, stuffing sausage rolls through the fences for the kids. And that's silly, isn't it? So, yeah, just want to highlight that. A lot of these supermarkets, they have the same. It's easy avoidable if people are educated. How to eat, what's good for you. And I've got friends of mine in the 60s, they look about 80, and they're really in bad shape. I've got a friend who's just come out of hospital now with the effects of processed foods, you know. And he's getting on the mend, so good news, Phil McBrien. Good news, I mean good luck. Anyway, it's looking alright now. So, but it's practically it's well ruled, well dominated, the food industry is it's trillions worldwide. And I don't think the capitalists will back down and say, oh, if we educate people how to eat properly, they live longer, and then we won't make the money. So it's all about this, and it's all the dollars, you know, capitalising on people. Anyway, let's get on up and away now. Back in my fizzy water box. Get some fizzy water and I'll catch you later.